Gentlemen, welcome to Ball Up Top on Sporty FM. You are listening to us live on Sporty 106.1 megahertz in Accra, 102.5 in Takoradi, the Oil City, and 91.3 in Kumasi. My name is Rondo. You can also call me Ron DZ. Big shout out to my man Wadu for putting us on social media. You can catch us live on Sporty FM _ on Twitter. They call it X now. So whatever you call it, just go there. You find the live stream there. Sporty FM _ That's where you will find the live stream. Tonight's show is very special. You know, Saturdays are the days where we sit down with the big guns. You know, the people who say what it is in Ghana basketball. When they say people should sleep, they sleep. Yes. Yeah, man. People who matter in Ghana basketball. I'm not saying anybody doesn't matter. Like, everybody matters. You get me? But administrators, club administrators, you know, the president, players, Saturdays are the days that we usually talk to these people. Tonight, I'm not doing this alone. My man, Winston Michaels, is around the corner. He will join us very soon. But I have a distinguished gentleman here. You've seen him here before. Tonight, he is here because we have to go further. You get it? Last time he was here, we talked about Ghana basketball. Tonight, we'll talk about Ghana basketball, but we'll center it on the Greater Accra Basketball. Who am I talking about? The chairman of the Greater Accra Basketball Association, Dr. Eric Opoku-Antwi, popularly known as Dr. Fonzie. Welcome to the show.
Right. It's always a nostalgic feeling to be here.
Yeah.
Talk about basketball and how to grow the sport. So it's always a good feeling to be in here.
Yeah, it's always great to have you here, man.
So everybody listening, please keep your questions coming.
Yeah, he's a wanted man. He's a wanted man. He's a wanted man. People have questions for him, man. Genuine questions. And once he's here, he will answer all the questions. Now, yes, like I said, you are listening to us live on Sporty 106.1 megahertz in Accra, 102.5 if you are in Takoradi, and 91.3 in Kumasi. This is our first solo interview since he got elected into office. I mean, you've been here, but there was a precedent, so
right.
So this is our first solo interview. Just myself and Dr. Fonzie. I know Winston will join very soon, so today we will corner him.
Winston, where are you? Come.
We will corner him. Yeah, but Doc, let's go straight into the issues. You know, you are now the chairman of the Greater Accra Basketball Association. I want to know, before you became the chairman, right, were there some issues that you spotted? I'm not saying the previous administration didn't do well, but I see we can only do as much.
Right.
But were there some issues that you spotted that going into your tenure you had plans of resolving, and where are we with regards to those issues?
Right. So I think even with during my tenure, there were issues that we were able to solve. I realized that when I was vice chairman, we didn't have a junior league.
Okay.
A junior league. So I think in the first year, that was about 4 years ago.
Yeah.
We started the junior ABL.
Yeah.
For 12 and under, 13 and under, 14 and under, 15 and under, 16 and under, and it has actually become very big. One of the flagship products of Greater Accra Basketball Association.
Yeah. And
the core of everything we do as an association, or even the national federation, will factor on grassroots and development of grassroots talent. So we were able to start that. Infrastructure has been a very big problem for all of us.
Yeah.
We tried liaising with the ministry. We sent in a letter to try and get Boteman, and I believe that part of the things that we were trying to do was to also have an indoor environment where players can play in. And basketball is not just the bouncing of the ball and shooting of the ball. Entertainment. Add a bit of entertainment to it, but we've hit a small roadblock. I'm being told Boteman is not available to the nearest future. We are hoping that it will be opened up. Then we go in there. That aside, we are still speaking with a Snit who own the Bukom Boxing Arena. They have the Gamashi Sports Complex. Mm-hmm. The only problem we are seeing as leaders is that it will not seat a lot of people.
The Bukom Sports Arena?
No, not the outdoor one. There's a Gamashi Hall.
Oh, okay.
Where you can actually play indoor.
Yeah.
But might take about 1,000, close shave to 1,000.
Okay.
So that is it. The other thing that I also realize is that running basketball in this country cannot be done by one person. We need to bring everybody on board, all the other teams and stakeholders.
Yeah.
So our kickoff meeting, we asked the House, and that is how it is done. We asked the House to actually elect and select people in the different committees. Mm-hmm. So we have a disciplinary committee, we have a committee for arbitration and all that. Mm-hmm. So we are taking it step by step.
Yeah.
First year, the first year has come with its challenges. Mm-hmm. But we believe that we will do better and do our best.
Great. Let's stay with the junior ABL. How has the reception been like?
Junior ABL has been wonderful. I would say for our very kickoff year, very first year, that was about 4 years ago, we started with 4 teams.
Yeah.
And it has grown to about 24 teams in the past 4 years. Mm-hmm. So it is a very nice product, and seeing the kids come around every day to play basketball and they are happy and they actually playing basketball in a very controlled environment.
Yeah.
Speaks a lot. And I believe that and also what Junior ABL does is that we liaise together with the secondary schools and actually push kids into sports scholarships in the secondary schools. I can boldly say that over the past 4 years, we've been able to push more than 30 kids into the Infantipims, the Adisadel, Pope Jones, all together with the great effort from all the coaches who handle all the academies, from Reformers, Sparks Ashaman, Basketball Unite. I can go on and on. BSA, yes.
Charm City.
Charms, yeah. You can go on and on and on.
But you mentioned Infantipims, Adiscos and the rest. They are all boys' schools. Yeah. So I'm assuming only boys take part in the
we got some
ABL.
girls into St. John's. Sorry. We got some girls into St. John's. We got some also into a Brig Girls. This year, what the academy group actually did that was really nice was they actually organized a showcase and they rated and ranked the players.
Wow.
And in rating and rank the players, if let's say Winston is our number 1 player and you want him to come to Boucher, you have to come with a nice offer. Probably we'll give you full scholarship, we will do X and Y. And then we did this all together with those who run the academies.
Okay.
And I believe that all of us coming together to work will yield a lot of fruit.
Yeah, but the rankings that you talked about in America, if you want to know about the number 1 rated player, is on the internet. You just go there, you see it. But this is the first time I'm hearing about any rankings, even as a journalist here. When's have you heard of any ranking?
No, I believe we suggested that last year that there should be something, and I think Dr. Fonzie said they'll work on it. So I don't know if they have yet.
Now he says they have.
Oh, we actually did.
Okay, they've implemented it. Okay.
I'm asking if it's public information.
Online.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, so what happened was that we were supposed to, because the coaches were not able to come in to view the players. We did that assessment for them.
Okay.
And did that ranking, and we put it together in an Excel format and sent it to them.
Okay.
So some of them we were able to send them videos. But if it becomes a full blown out thing, then we have to have the media involved.
Yes. I think something like that. We'd like to see it maybe in the way that you've set up the ABL website, where you can see the statistics and all that. I think if it's in that format at least. It helps from a journalistic standpoint that we can analyze and say, okay, these are the top 10 players in the
that will come with the kids playing more games. And that's what we were talking about before the show started. That if Winston has his tournament and I have my tournament and you have your tournament, we should be able to come together and agree that, okay, you do yours first quarter of the year, I'll do my third quarter, you do yours the last quarter of the year, to afford the kids more games. So then if they are having more games, we have more stats. And in that we'll be able to rank them. But with this showcase, it was just a few games here and there, and we're able to do that.
Right.
Great. So that means that the Greater Accra Basketball Association has plans of starting a high school tournament or high school league. Right.
Oh yes. So plans are in place together with University of Ghana Sports Directorate to start a high school league. So far, we are looking at 6 girls teams and 6 boys teams over a 12-week period. Part of the plan is to also organize coaching clinics for the coaches in secondary school. I am around sport and exercise science. I'm a lecturer of sports and exercise science, and I also see what physical education does. A lot of our people don't specialize in basketball, and even if they specialize in basketball, the technical know-how is limited. So that also affects our interco or high school basketball. High school basketball at a point is very difficult to watch. So if we're able to build this technical know-how from that grassroots, I believe ABO will look very nice, and I can charge like 500 cedis for concert.
I like it. I like it because I've been watching old clips of high school basketball, and in those clips there were some schools that played organized basketball, and those schools were not many. So aside those schools, the rest of the schools, I don't want to say they played badly, but they were everywhere. When you watch a school like Butchie, I think Butchie played organized basketball, but especially Julian Morgan's era. Julian Morgan played basketball like somebody who was actually picked from a young age and trained. So if you start something like this and you train the trainers, because they are the ones who are going to train these kids. Once they understand where to be on the court, how to move, I think it will be very, very good.
I think as journalists, I'll throw a tax to you that go into the secondary schools and do your inquiry about the PE teachers and what their specialty is. 80-90% is between football and athletics. Not basketball. So now, when it gets to basketball, then the PE teachers now will have to go and outsource within the basketball community to come in and teach the kids how to play basketball. But if you're able to run this, and I believe that maybe in the next 2, 3, 5 years, it will be a bedrock for our U16s, U18s.
Before Winston comes in, why did you choose to go with the league format instead of a one-off tournament?
The league format will afford us to see the mistakes the kids are making, correct, have a sit-down conversation with the coaches about approach, the technical approach to some of the talents they have. I can give you an example. Which year? There was this year that a school had a very top talent, but I didn't think the coach was up to. Was it Kita school?
The Sprite Ball?
Yeah. I mean, they finally won it. They eventually won it. Is it
Kita won in 2014. Ketabusco actually brought people from
the one they brought to the grandfather. Yes. I even look at what was going on and how substitutions and all those things were going on, and the technical ability. I feel the coach not up to speed. Not up to speed be like that.
you know be basketball coach.
No, not up to speed like that. And even it has been funny that there was this one Sprite boy. I choose not to mention the name of the school. The coach actually thought that when you sub a player and the player comes to sit out,
cannot go back here.
It's like soccer.
Interesting.
Dr. Fonzie, let me just, I'm just, a bit curious. And I know you've mentioned this, as, let's say, a high schools league that you're working on. I think Rondo and I have on the show spoken at length about the Ghana basketball. And we would love to see, let's say, a nationwide, I wouldn't say league, but let's say a nationwide tournament, kind of close to, let's say, the
Sprite ball,
the NCAA circuit, where they the top teams rise to the top, and then they come to March Madness, and then they zero it down to like Final Four and all that on a national level, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm on the right path.
Journalist.
I'm on the right path.
Then you get the cat out of the bag.
Okay, so I mean that's something that we've discussed in theory, but obviously implementing is a whole different thing. So I wanted, since you're here, I wanted to ask. It seems like from what and correct me if I'm wrong. It seems like from what you just mentioned, is it that you are just limiting your initiative to just Accra because, let's say, you are in charge of the ABBL, as an administrator,
chairman of the Greater Accra Basketball Association.
Greater Accra Basketball. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Greater Accra Basketball. So are you just limiting just this region, or do you have, let's say, jurisdiction to expand it across, the country?
I think I'm sharing something with Rondo. I think, well, the initial plan we have is, because it is within the Greater Accra jurisdiction, that is what we are starting with. And we have potential sponsors coming on board who like the idea and they want us to spread it to all regions. And I believe that growing the game of basketball shouldn't be centered only in Greater Accra. And the understanding is that come next year, we want to have a sit down with all the other regions and share the same format, so that by the end of probably 2027, we play a national championship. So we will throw this to maybe Western region, and they will have to work around the teams. The reason why we cannot fully open up is that some of these details has to be certified by GES.
Okay.
And GES has full control of the schools.
Right.
And I believe that conversations are still ongoing to be able to do this a national thing. But before you can do it a national thing, you have to have set a better example somewhere.
Right.
Unfortunately, it's Greater Accra.
Yeah.
So then from Greater Accra, we can move it all around to all the other regions.
Yeah.
And that is the idea we've given our potential sponsor. And they are very happy about it. Hopefully, they get back to us with a very great response. Then we kick it off.
Sorry, just a follow-up. Do you, and I know you're saying, you're going to start with Greater Accra and then perhaps, progressively open it up. One concern that we had with the state of Ghana basketball is that there are certain regions in which, let's say, certain profile of players may not get opportunities to be seen or even scouted. Most of the time when we speak about it, and this is not even just on a basketball level, on a sporting level. When we speak about this, I know Nathan Kwao has expressed some concerns as to why Ghanaian sports don't recruit from regions like the OT region, the North, other places who have physically imposing profiles. Is there something maybe in the works, or maybe a plan to also just, I don't want to say target, but also to just, shine a light per se on some of the talents that are on the outskirts that don't really get a lot of attention?
Yeah, I believe that if we are targeting grassroots. That's the secondary schools, and that is where we see all these talents. Because if, let's say, we do one for the Upper West region, Upper East, Northern region have very fiscally imposing people. So then that is where you get all this talent. But even in the area of economics, sports, some regions are disenfranchised. Some regions are disenfranchised. If we're able to spread this out, then sponsors will understand that a lot of this effort needs to go into these regions. Because the goal is to build talent out of these regions.
Yeah.
Because when we go to a lot of these intercontinental competitions or within the sub-region, one of the biggest failings that Ghana has is size. So if we're able to start picking them from this grassroots, secondary schools, I know for a fact that Astro, my very good friend Astro,
Task,
was schooled in one of the northern regions.
Okay.
Zinabu, Police, also schooled in, So there are talents everywhere. There are talents everywhere. Bawa went to Sunyani.
Spinter's nice, Bawa.
Techima Secondary or Sunyani, one of them. So
it's about consolidating them all.
Yes, there are talents everywhere. And if we're able to have these opportunities to push the game to their doorsteps, we'll see a lot of them.
Great. So is it that you will start before you consider reaching out to those people, or you sit down with those people before you start the high schools?
So this is what it is. All this involves money. If the sponsor doesn't table the money, I cannot go and talk to anybody else. It will be like empty promises.
Right.
So if the sponsor like the idea of the Greater Accra one and the idea of a whole national agenda, so if he buys into it after the Greater Accra one, we are good to go.
So sorry, Rondo, before you continue, I just had a follow-up question to that. You know, we've had Sprite Ball before,
right?
And that is sort of like a cultural thing that's still there, right? But nobody has really picked it up since, you know, it went off.
Okay, Winston, before you continue, yesterday, I broke the news that the organizers of Sprite Ball, they are bringing it back.
Right. That's
interesting. Because my question was going to be, wouldn't it be easier to sort of pick up what's already established than to try and do something?
So the conversation we were even having before the show started was that the more playing opportunities these children get or these kids get, the better.
Right.
So the best thing that can ever happen is that whoever is organizing Sprite Ball, that's my very good friend, Mr. Yausechi. And any other group can come together and have, just for the sake of development and these kids having a lot of playing game time. I'll do mine within the first and second quarter. Then you do yours within the third and fourth quarter. Then we'll see how we'll play our finals. How will it be so nice that if in Sprite Ball you have Boche beating, those times it was Boche and Koforidi Sektek. Then in Sprite Ball, Boche beats Koforidi Sektek. Then they come to maybe this national high school tournament and Koforidi Sektek has a chance to for revenge. That's nice. So
storylines,
it will give us a lot of storylines and it will give us a lot of statistics for us to rank all these players. Because if a scout comes in and you are telling the scout that he's the nation's number one just based on Sprite Ball and no other competition,
the credibility is
they go look with small.
I think I agree with you, because even in America, they play so many tournaments. The AAU, they play one here, Nike Elites, they play the other here. So they play a lot of tournaments. We need more tournaments.
So if in the US, if after 40 games, a kid is averaging 26, you have to take him serious. Even 18. Even 18, you have to take him serious. After 40 games, it means he has been consistent. And a kid after maybe 40 games is averaging 5 blocks. You have to take him serious.
Yeah.
It's not something he did it just a one-off thing.
Yeah.
That's something he did it for over a period of time.
Yeah.
I believe on this show, you're supposed to shout out Joel Patrick. He has done an excellent job.
Zander?
To put us on the map. Because he has, you've not seen the news?
No.
Oh, he has been signed by Monverdi Academy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you know Monverdi.
Breaking news.
Yeah,
Yeah,
breaking
breaking
news.
news.
You know Monverdi Academy. That's where Cade Cunningham played.
Wow.
Cooper Flag played.
Wow.
Scotty Barnes. That's where he played.
Wow.
And the flop 2 played there.
Ben Simmons. But that's great news.
No, that's
man.
fantastic.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Yeah.
Last time I said it here, I was talking to a friend of mine who's an athlete in the US, and he told me something. He was like, "Look, one of the reasons why athletes in Ghana, especially track athletes, are getting opportunities is because of what they've been doing outside Ghana.
Yeah.
So if I have a coach and I told the coach that, yo, there are people like me in Ghana, and the coach knows I'm good, he will take my word seriously. So he says that's what they've been doing there. So if basketball players here, like Zander, Patrick, go out there and performs well, it will help players here because people will know that, okay, right now, looking in Ghana here, right, in Africa, when you hear basketball, the first thing that comes to your mind is South Sudan because of what the South Sudanese have done.
Yeah.
You get it? So right now, if we have Ghanaian players going out there and selling, the domino effect will be very, very great here.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
Yeah.
He's a potential
NBA player.
NBA pick.
Wow.
And probably might go to one of the top 5 schools.
Wow.
If you show up in
fantastic.
Monverdi,
Yeah, that's fantastic.
this is a very similar story to Joel Embiid.
Yeah.
If he has the right people around him and they actually get his mind straight and he puts in the work, there's a potential Joel Embiid in the making.
Yeah. Let's stay with Zander for a minute.
Zander.
Yeah. Let's stay with Zander and the Ghanaian players abroad for a minute.
Yeah.
How often do you, the administrators here, contact those players? Because as a player, once you go out there, you need somebody to keep you grounded. Because America is America.
Yeah, for
Plenty
sure.
things they there. I've seen people go outside Europe, America, and just lose their focus because of the people they associated themselves with. So how often do the
Some
administrators
expect
here,
to be millionaires. And
yeah. So how often do administrators here communicate with the players abroad?
It is a sad state of our basketball and where we are in the country, and the fact that we are not together.
Okay.
So then, if player X from team X goes out and you reach out to him, it becomes a problem. Why are you talking to my player? Why are you doing this? Probably I have a connect where he is, and I could actually help. But a lot of people try to stay away because of all this unfortunate controversies.
Right.
But I've seen my years schooling abroad, and there was an NBA global game in China. And if you guys quite remember this player, Luke Mbamute.
Yeah, Mbamute.
Yes, Luke Mbamute was playing for the Clippers.
Yeah.
And it was an NBA global game between Clippers and then Charlotte Hornets.
Yeah.
All the Cameroon boys close to Shanghai came over to watch Luke play. Why? Luke had touched certain parts of their lives with respect to basketball.
Yeah.
Some went pro, some didn't go pro, some are now somewhere with me in my sports university, actually doing sports coaching to become better basketball coaches.
Yeah.
And it was just because of Luke. So Luke will speak to some of them, and some of them also came from different academies. And this how we are supposed to push our products.
Yeah.
And in the music industry too, that's the fight. The Nigerians are together, Ghanaians
They're not together.
everywhere.
But what do you think has caused this division in our Ghanaian basketball community?
I believe
it's cultural.
it's a lack of a better understanding of how the game is going and how. Tell me right now, even including myself, I don't know. What is the clear pathway to the NBA? Somebody should come and show us in Ghana.
As of now, It's very blurry.
Yes, somebody will come in and call.
I don't think there's a clear path.
Yeah, someone will come in and call the academy. So I can do this. I can do. You take pictures, videos, aesthetics. Go and collect grants. Then you leave the academies hanging. It's high time academies come together and they form a front end. They've started doing that. They write to the federation. We are this group. If anybody wants to come to us with any basketball clinic, videos, so it has to be on our terms.
Yeah.
It has to be on our terms. So now, if Mr. X comes and one academy feels that I'll benefit, then he will ditch everybody and go in there. And when he does whatever he wants to do with them,
He leaves.
then he leaves. But in soccer, you can see some of the clear pathways too.
Yeah.
To professional.
Yeah.
In basketball, I dare anybody to come and show me.
As of now, I mean, I followed Ghana basketball for a long time. I don't think there's a clear pathway to playing professional basketball. Maybe in recent times, the BAL sprung up, and we've seen some players. I mean, Amoto is playing outside Ghana, but aside Amoto, how many players can we see went through that same system to team to play semi-pro or professional basketball on the continent? So I don't think there's a clear pathway, and I don't know if anybody has ever proposed a sit down amongst the people who stakeholders in Ghana basketball, like, yes, let's sit down and find a way, because we can't just have random people just, we will have one player just make it out of nowhere, and there will be no player making it for an extended period of time. That's luck.
But I'm telling you the honest truth. This is what is going to bite us. There has been conversations. We are fighting for national team. National team. How are you doing something national if you are not together? National team. It's a very heavy word.
Yeah.
We all have to have an understanding that Ghana first. We are pushing this agenda, so that when there's a call up and your player is being called upon, you say that me, my player, there, no go come on. Or there's a call up, and let me be controversial here. You see a majority of players from a particular team. You don't go and point fingers that Kululu day back.
I mean,
Dr. Fonzie, with something like this, I look at it from a different standpoint,
right?
And I think I share a sentiment that sometimes it can be difficult to facilitate a lot of these things.
Yeah.
But if I'm a player and I'm somewhere, and let's say I was called, and my coach is telling me, or my coach is telling me, telling you, the person calling my player that, as for me, my player there, he won't come, and then I see other players playing on a national level and I'm left out. Me, the player, I'll have to do something about it myself, because I can't sit there and let my coach stand in my way of a national call-up or a national shine. You understand what I mean? Right. So, I mean, I'm not saying we bypass the systems in place and the coaches, but I think also on this level, perhaps maybe a lot of the players need to also be educated to a certain level for them to understand that, look, it's all right. It's all right to follow your hierarchies and all that. But if somebody's clearly, because of maybe a personal issue they may have with somebody or an administrator or whatever, standing in your way, you need to take accountability of your.
It goes both ways. So what if in the situation where, okay, you need this player to go play, and you don't approach the people who are the leadership where the player is, and you go to the player that's come, then that part too, there's a problem.
No, I mean, obviously you approach the
but
leadership.
If it's national call-up, then it is different.
Right.
We are yet to have, we've started national call-ups.
Yeah.
But when it gets to national call-ups.
Right. I know some people can say they won't send their player. Yes. But here's, and that's my my qualms with all of this, because okay, so let me ask it in a way that sounds like a question. When you call a player up, obviously you call them up through their representative, which is their coaches and all that. Afterwards, do you let the player know that I called you, but you weren't allowed to come?
I think the last time I know of a call up was U16 and this 3x3.
3x3. Yeah.
Normally, a lot of these call-ups, they publish, the national teams will publish the names.
Right.
For the younger kids, 18 and below, the U16, because they are minors, you have to talk to their academies.
Okay.
So you have to call up their coaches and tell them,
Right.
or their team owners and tell them that, okay, there's U16, this player has been called up, if he can show up for training. But if it is 18 and above, you publish their names. They are adults.
So I mean, with that one, you don't have to talk to the coaches.
Yeah, you publish their names. For all these call-ups that we see, Ivory Coast, everywhere.
You just call the players.
Yeah, they publish their names.
You don't talk to the...
Yeah, they publish their names. It's a national call-up.
Yeah.
If at the end of the day you decide that you don't want to your player to come, it's a national team. You can be replaced.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Because I think in the US, I don't know the system, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think they talk to the players. I think the coaches when they are calling up somebody. Correct me if I'm wrong. I may be wrong.
I mean, it depends.
Don't quote me on it, but
yeah, it depends.
Do they talk to individual?
Are you talking about the national team?
Yeah, Team USA.
I mean,
Team USA.
these are professional players. So
They talk to the
They
players,
publish,
right?
and now even the last one we saw, before everybody knew the full squad, they were unveiling videos where Grant
we'll send a jersey to them.
will go to them.
Right.
And
So those are direct talks to the direct players, not the coaches or the organization.
But you and I know that before those videos come out, they know,
background.
they know who has been called already.
Right.
Interesting. Now, let's come back to your role as the chairman of the Greater Accra Basketball Association. What are some of the challenges that you face so far?
Challenges. The biggest challenges for everybody to come, and I know it's a diverse society, people have their views, opinions, and all that, but the biggest challenge is for all of us to come together. And if I say all of us, the constituents, the teams in Greater Accra, all of us to come together to pursue a particular agenda. To pursue a particular agenda. I'm sure you've seen some of the Twitter rants and all that, and it doesn't augur well for even branding.
Yeah.
And we are not happy about some of the structural leakages within the association, but that is what we belong to. We are trying to build, fix, and keep building as we go forward. So then on social media, if somebody comes and he comments, trash league, what are we doing to ourselves? What are we doing to ourselves?
Yeah, because the moment I open Twitter and I'm trying to see something about the Accra Basketball League or Greater Accra Basketball, and the first thing I see is trash league. But
I've seen that on social media. I've seen that from a few very frustrated individuals but I just assume that it comes from an ignorant standpoint where maybe they don't know a whole lot about what goes on.
Now, I also have a question to that. Are you saying people shouldn't criticize the administration in the league?
Not at all. Not at all. Any human being in this world who doesn't want to be criticized will never grow. Positive criticisms is what we are looking for. And I believe that the discourse and the conversation should be mutually respectful.
Yeah.
Yes. So I think that is it for me. But that also doesn't stop us from pushing the agenda to up the standard and make it a better league.
Yeah, I also feel like the league should communicate better, not just the league, the association. Because last time you were here, you explained what went to you getting elected into office, and it's not like you did a coup d'etat or something. It's something that is in the constitution, and these are things that a lot of people don't know about.
So unfortunately, yes, we would have to communicate more. That I agree. We have a set up where, let me say, a group where each and every team has
a rep. Okay.
I think they have about two or three, I'm not sure, two. And everything that is communicated It's like you are the regional minister. You take it and go and give it to your people.
Yeah.
That this is what is happening and this is what is going on.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of information that are being disseminated that by the time you get to the league, you realize that the teams are saying, I don't know about it. I don't know about it. I don't know about it.
Yeah.
Then, so some of the information we put out is for top level administrative people to
decimate them to
their yes.
But here's the thing too. I feel like the league and the association themselves should also send information to the fans directly, because there's a video on TikTok that I watched. Somebody mentioned the word to the person was talking to 4 old women, right? He mentioned the word, I think it was gorilla. By the time it got to the 4th person, the person was talking about a different thing.
I know that game. That game is called Chinese Whispers.
Yes.
So I say something to Winston. Winston says it to you.
Exactly.
By the time it gets back to me, it's changed.
Exactly. But if you say directly to if I open the league's page and I see the information there, I know it's coming from the horse's own mouth. I'm not going to listen to any other person.
I agree with you. that the stakeholders are not just only the teams too.
Yeah.
The fans are part of the stakeholders. And on that level, we need to communicate more and reach out to them more. I know people who come from maybe Tuesday to Saturday just to watch the league, and they don't belong to any team. Yes. On that front, I agree with you.
Yeah. I'm glad you agree with me on this one. Let's go to women's basketball.
Right.
Just recently, the Braves of GRE team, they went to Nigeria, and I think they finished 4th, but they won 4 out of 6 games, which was impressive. I didn't see any post from the league concerning that. So something like that, I feel like, as a team, you need to feel the organization that you are under, the league that you play in, supports what you're doing. And fans who probably follow the league and not follow a team like the Braves or GRE would also get to know about their exploits via the league. So I don't know why didn't the league communicate anything with regards to
my people have a saying that before you enter a forest, you see that all the trees are together.
Yeah.
You see the vegetation, you see that they're all together. But when you get into the forest, you see that everybody is standing
on their
own. As leaders and executives, we shouldn't allow that to happen. And on that front, we should have actually reached out more to the GRE team to know and understand what was going on and all that. My only concern would be a concern of branding and numbers.
Yeah.
Because then Greater Accra Basketball, ABL, is also trying to build these numbers.
Yeah.
Am I going to... Okay. Numbers. Yeah, I can also get to the Nigerian numbers and promote his brand. So yeah. You have a point.
So since he has a point, let me elaborate on that point. I think one thing that I have personally wanted to see, especially when it comes to women's basketball, is that we have some very good, players. Yeah. Individual players. In, like, for instance, let me even go all the way to the cream of the crop, the very top. Let's say the MVP. There are players who, like Rondo mentioned, the AAU tournaments and all that, other tournaments around the world, where I sent you a video recently. I know you saw that video.
GG something. Yeah.
So there are players who I feel like, for instance, like the MVP. I feel like the league can take the MVP, project her, specific, like intentionally. Get videos, intentionally put it on social media, boost it, and let it make the rounds. You get what I mean? Like, highlight reels, all these things. Just intentionally put that person out there. I know maybe Dr. Fonzie has something to say about it, but it's something I personally would love to see. I think that gives a lot of the girls playing motivation to want to do more, to want to be the next person, or to to just reject some of them, because there are some girls who are very good, but it just seems to be lost within the sphere of a team, and then we just move on. Another season starts. If you ask a lot of people who was the MVP last season, only those within the basketball community may be able to know.
Right. I agree to you on that. I think there's a general movement around the world for growing women's sports, and it is very, very important for us to showcase that in that light. Our local setting makes it very difficult because you can spend your time, energy, and all that to set up all these videos. Then after a few months, you are told to take it down because the opportunity. So we have to be very discreet about some of these things because our hands are tied,
but it's not right though.
But the thing is, and I'm glad Rondo asked that thing. The thing is, as let's say, as the utmost authority of this league or this association.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like nobody should be able to tell you to take down the video and you take it down.
It's not like take down. It's a plea.
It's a plea.
It's a plea. And when you look into it too, you also see that challenge, the opportunity for betterment.
Yeah.
You understand? A number of videos that I'm telling you on record, a number of videos that we have to take off because of opportunities for people.
But then the thing is,
it's very sad.
Does it help us?
It doesn't.
So in the long run, I think somebody has to make a decision.
So then as a brand, are you going to focus more energy into it, or you would want to pause? Those are the crossroads that you should look at. What our people should understand is that we are running an amateur league into not even gotten into semi-professional to go to professional. So if you have anybody playing here, then it means that the person is playing in a league that is not paying. So if any form of scholarships comes up, the person is still eligible because it is an amateur league and not being paid.
Yeah.
So the teams, when it reaches that point of eligibility, or schools will write to you and ask you, fill up the gaps. Where did you play, which time, and all that? Yeah. Because when the NCAA start doing due diligence, they will scoop every social media in the world to find where you played.
Yeah.
And these are some of the challenges in this era. Opportunity over publicity.
How do we overcome these challenges?
I believe that it comes in twofold. We've seen people who have played in the Senegal League, Cameroonian League, and still played in college.
Yeah.
Because they were able to do all diligence and made sure that they gave out all the information. And they made their clubs also further right that they were not
getting paid.
So if moving forward, the ABL is putting up videos and pictures and all that about some athletes, it should be fair. But in certain corners too, we know that the athlete that is going to has shaved more.
We don't make anybody see.
So it is a challenge.
Yeah.
It's a challenge.
Interesting.
Dr. Fonzie, just a final thing on there, and these are administrative issues.
Yeah.
I understand, in the context of, let's say, betterment and some of these decisions that have to be made.
Yeah.
And I'm sure each case is
peculiar.
You understand. But at what point, you see, like you mentioned, there's a bigger picture. There's a greater picture. At what point do we say, okay, you know what, we've sacrificed a lot for the individuals. We've done enough for the individuals. It's time that we make some hard decisions and stick to these decisions with the mindset of the greater good, the bigger picture, so that, because I feel like a lot of these, as much as they help the individual, if to me it's sounding like by the time Ghana basketball will reach somewhere, then Charlie, because a lot of these things really set us back.
I think I'll break it here. Plans are in place to actually have Okapi Sports Network come televise, live stream Accra Basketball League.
The ABO proper.
ABO proper, male and female.
Wow.
They're the ones who live stream the Rwandan League.
Oh, okay.
We are finalizing paperwork and all that. But I know for a fact that when it comes to this live stream, some teams will come and argue about player rights.
Yeah.
The rights of their players. We are using their pictures. They are the ones playing and all that. Some are also saying that they are making money out of their live stream, and all forgetting that
you don't pay.
The head and the motherboard is the ABL, and we have to decide. So imagine that if somebody is streaming our league, and it brings in about maybe $10,000 for the start, and I decide that okay, we have about 10 teams in the men's side, another 10 on the female side. Let us try equipping them with equipment and jerseys. Out of that, the rest of the money, we put it up as a lump sum for whoever wins the league. We are getting somewhere.
Yeah.
In trying to make the league attractive.
Yeah.
And I know that part of the agreement we are also having is that if he brings up any sponsor, there have to be a revenue share between ABL and them.
Yeah.
If we also bring a sponsor, there has to be a revenue share between ABL and them. How did this come up? I was in Kigali this year for the Bao Investment Summit.
Yeah.
And we had a nice conversation with the guys. And it was just because the guy says when they do the numbers, they don't understand. Apart from the traditional teams that are APR, Tigers is their SNIT team.
Okay.
Then Patriots and Rec is like their ECG team. Any game that UGB plays, that is James Amoto, the numbers are high. Now they go back to do their analytics and they realize that there's a lot of viewership coming from Ghana. So then they have to come and tap into the Ghanaian market and see if they can help our league also see that viewership and bring in sponsors. As it stands now, ABL has no sponsors.
Yes.
But when a sponsor like this comes in, our constituents will now bring their lawyers and papers.
But you see, this is what I'm saying, that like, for instance, like you said, they don't have sponsors, right? I mean, the league doesn't have sponsors. You've gone to bring a sponsor. You see, I feel like in every organization where there's a leadership, there are people trying to make the leader's job difficult. And if we bow to their whims, they will just drag the product down with it. We've seen it in football. Sponsors have left because of all of these, squabbles and all that. I feel like from a leadership standpoint, or maybe an administrative standpoint, I don't know if it's possible. You're the one in the office, and you know what's possible and what's not. So I'm simply asking for education. Isn't there a way for you to say, you know what, this is the direction the league is going. If you don't like it, don't be a part of the league. If you like it, adhere to the rules and let's go. Because right now we are moving forward. We can't have people dropping anchors in every single small advance that comes into play. Because it's a very big deal what you've done. Bringing a sponsor like this, it's a huge deal. And the sponsor can decide to stay or walk away. And you see, sometimes a lot of people don't realize that some of these things where the sponsor will look around and be like, Charlie, these people... Nah,
serious.
Nah, they're not be serious. Like they're not. They don't see the bigger picture, and besides, like it's not worth my time. Then they'll go.
Yeah.
So in order to cut away from that, and like you said, maybe we need to start implementing that philosophy of if you don't agree, you can step away. Some other team somewhere will step in. If we need it to be 10, we will bring another team. They will step in and make it 10.
Yeah.
That way, we move forward. Because I feel like there are a lot of people who maybe they don't know they are doing this. Maybe they do know they are doing this, but they shouldn't be making your job as difficult as it is.
The difficulty of it starts from the fact that you're a chairman and I agree with you. I agree with you in the sense that you have to set a path and a direction for the league, and we have to go through. In doing that also, you have to tread cautiously because these were the same constituents that elected you. And when you do the job well, they will re-vote for you. Some of the issues, majority of that, you can table it to them, and because they are constituents and they are stakeholders, and we judge all and we agree this is the way forward. Some of them, just like you said, is clear cut. This is the direction we are going into. Join the bus. Let's go.
Simple.
Well, I'm looking at the
but this
right
one,
now. Yeah, but I cannot speak on it. But here's the thing: people are now we have sponsors, people who are willing to pay to stream the league. Right? Last season, Winston, you remember? During the final game, we had issues with
controversies.
We had controversies, and I've also been to the venue where I've seen certain things happen that I don't really. For me, I always like to project the league in a good light. So all the things I don't really like talking about them. But now that you have sponsors coming in, people who are willing to pay to stream your league, what is your message to the stakeholders, the teams, the owners? Because if somebody pays money to stream, and all the things that I'm saying I don't want to talk about, happen. Maybe your contract they will stick by their contract. By the time the contract ends,
after year one,
they'll stay away.
I think it is just a high time for all of us to sit up. Both leadership, teams, referees. Because teams have concerns that they can get to the match day venue and referees are not there.
Yeah.
That is bad for viewership. Some teams get on the match day and they didn't bring jerseys. Those who bring jerseys will bring home instead of away. Some teams will get there on match day and they are not even up to the 12. So it's high time we set up. I believe that when all this thing is finalized, we'll take it back to the constituents and have a meeting with them and let them understand what has come in and the need for everybody to sit up. It is just nice that we are breaking it on air here because you guys have been solid partners over a long period of time.
Yeah.
And with this opportunity coming in, we are still finalizing we are crossing the T's and dotting the I's. And when we are done, we'll take it to our constituents. Dealing
with the club owners and the club executives, how difficult is it?
Everybody has their opinion, everybody has their view, and it's very much appreciated because every team has their struggles. I will not sit here and close my eyes on those things. Every team has their struggles, but most of the teams signed up to be part of this league.
Yeah.
And in signing up to be part of this league, there are a certain level of expectation that is demanded from you because you are part of this league. Let us all not forget that. Because when the standards drop, the league becomes unattractive. So, team owners and executives, I won't say they are difficult. They come out and they come up a lot of times with their concerns. But most of the concerns are things that can be solved.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, but the standard should be kept.
do the team owners and the executives feel like whenever they bring up their concerns, the league leaders and you as the chairman, you listen to them?
That one, it will be
per your assessment.
Per my assessment. I will say this. In our kickoff meeting, we decided that we will form a league clubs association.
Yeah.
And during that kickoff meeting, constituents voted for an interim team that will put together their constitution and their modus operandi and all that. I think it was in May. We are in August. We've not heard anything. And I believe that this is a very strong front for them if they're able to come together and do this, because then they carry a lot of weight when they are bringing their concerns on board.
Yeah.
And it will make our work easy, because when they meet and they are talking about certain concerns, they'll let you know that, hey, Jack, what you are talking about, you no go far.
Yeah.
But here is the case where they are not together, they are not bringing their concerns and all that. So it is one from A, one from B, one from C, one from D.
Yeah.
Scattered, coming to you.
Yeah.
So you would have to handle it as best as you can.
I mean, you double as the chairman or the owner of Sprinters Nights. So when you talk about League Clubs Association, I'm assuming you're also part of it. So you said they formed the association in...
They formed because now in that, in just for the sake of governance, I cannot be part of them. My GM has to sit on that seat.
Okay.
And speak
on your behalf.
Speak on behalf of Spintex Nights.
Okay.
Not on my behalf. Spintex Nights has grown bigger than me now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we will speak on behalf of the team. So when they are having that conversations and they are able to streamline everything and they bring it towards executives, it carries a lot of weight.
Yeah.
But you as a team owner, even though you are not there, I mean, you can relay information via your GM, or that's also not allowed.
Relaying,
because the reason why I'm saying is this is they were supposed to, put together their modus operandi and constitution. And you said it was supposed to, you didn't give a timeline.
Yeah.
But ideally, they made that decision in March. Ideally, by August, it's supposed to be here.
Yeah.
Since it's not here and you are an owner of the club, even though you are not part of the board, I feel like you can tell the GM.
No, I can go to the executives that were interim executives that were elected and ask them how far.
In the position of the chairman of the league.
Yes.
Not the owner of Sprinters Nights.
No.
Interesting.
Governance.
Interesting. Yeah. It sounds. I wouldn't want to be you. I'll tell you that. It sounds very complex. Me, I'll go fight to people so much. I'll fight. Yeah. Dr. Fonzie, I wanted to just pick your brain a little bit on because now you're bringing in. Obviously, you're working on bringing in a stream partner, a sponsor. The issue of I don't want to say attendance. Fans, spectators. Thank you for a better word. Spectators. Do you have any strategies in place to sort of, cover that? Because, like you said, obviously, I think you mentioned earlier that you're focused on the quality of the league, because when the league is quality, it looks better as a product.
Yeah.
But also, when the stands are full, it looks even better. I know the league has already started. This is probably for future for the streaming deals for this season. This season, okay.
We have to finalize all the paperwork and
right.
Announce that.
Yeah. So and I know this will probably be a logistical headache. I think we've over time we've suggested a few radical ideas. But again, like I said, a lot of things sound good in theory, logistically, financially, all of these things. But it seems like, for instance, the universities, the high schools, that's where a lot of spectators are, So if a lot of people are not, let's say, or the number that you want are not coming to the game, have you ever thought about, let's say, a strategy to maybe perhaps have certain clubs associated with certain schools? That way, when they play there, there's always a field arena. Play within the schools, basketball courts and all that. There's always a field arena, or perhaps you have maybe a different strategy that you are looking to at least make the courts as filled up as possible. That way, there's you can clearly see there's maybe a stand filled with Spintex Nice, what do you call, apparel, souvenirs, all these things that show that these people are here to support Spintex Nice, or Cold Store, or Task, or whatever team that is playing at a certain point in time. Because then I feel like that elevates the brand of what you are trying to project to your partners.
Right. I think for us, what we are planning to do this second round is to leverage on Fridays and Saturdays. Fridays, everybody wants to be somewhere after work and don't want to sit in long traffic. So we've decided that we want to bring up something like a Freaky Friday at the ABL. We are working towards that. I believe probably after first week of September or mid-September, we should be seeing that. Then Saturdays at ABL, because I look at it from the angle that I'm a father of 4. I want to at least sometimes bring my children around, and we have to create a very welcoming environment so that children can also come to games. Yeah, some families want to come to our basketball games. My wife, for some time, went to a game in Tema, and somebody was verbally abusing them, and I had to stop
bringing them around. But if you're able to create a conducive environment where families, people can come in and have fun. Because I was still explaining to Rondo that what we are focusing on right now is the bouncing, shooting, rebound. But basketball is full entertainment. Basketball is full entertainment. And that is one of the things that we are looking at starting mid-September, having days on Friday, Saturday, where it is fun pack. I know one person has brought his proposal that he wants to even pay his money for a one-on-one showcase at halftime for women. And he's the one going to, like whoever wins the one-on-one, he's going to give out 200 CDs for whoever wants to win the one-on-one. And every time. And that is some of the things we are trying to bring on board to bring life to the place. My biggest concern in the practicality of it is when the numbers are becoming big, then we have to enhance security. So those are all the things that we are looking at. And I know, and I can mention his name because he's one of our benefactors. He sits on our board. Mr. Richard Bossa actually offered that he will pay for us to convey all the red seats from Legon to the league so that fans can have an up-close view. Up-close view. Unfortunately, the stands are breaking. So moving it becomes difficult. Then the next conversation will also be that we can also, University of Ghana has a very large crowd, large following. We can also talk to University of Ghana and move some of the games there, especially the games that Legon is playing. Exactly.
Yes, it makes it very, very attractive and easy. Imagine Legon Coastal. Legon Sprinters Night.
The Legon guys will come and support your team.
Absolutely.
Why are you talking about the girls?
Absolutely.
The whole seats,
I'm
like
talking
the
about like the squad, the whole Legon
will be full. And then I decide that, okay, I'll erect tents under the trees. And I'll sell vendor spacing. And when I collect all this vendor spacing, I say, on this special day, we are having these games in Legon. Let's have a 3-point contest or a dunk contest. Probably the vendors give me 50 CDs. I say dunk contest, 10 CD. 3 points, 10 CDs. Everybody will love to come around. Then with your help, one day, then some artists will pull up.
this sounds so good in theory, but I don't know why it hasn't been done yet.
We'll do it. Mark me on that word. We'll do it. Mark me on that word that you do it. You start seeing the flyers going around.
Yeah.
Freaky Fridays.
Are we looking at this season?
This season, mid-September.
Yeah.
Mid-September. It's something we've sat down to actually discuss.
Yeah.
And we want to do it. Everything that starts will start with its challenges. Maybe your very first season, hey, they are doing this, the people, they are not coming no.
Yeah.
Let it build the hype. You see the number of people that will pull up.
So are you saying that, per what you're saying, are you saying that then the league is also, let's say, flexible to move games if the conditions are right?
Yeah.
So let's say, let me give you an example. Let's say Cold Store happens to find out that a court in Teshinungwa is where a lot of their fan base is located. They do their own research. Or will you do the research for them?
Even for let's go to soccer. In soccer, before they use your stadium as a host or home grounds for even World Cup qualifiers, they have to go and do visibility studies.
Right.
How will this help us?
Right.
And our spectators coming in, although the spectators are Ghanaians, and how would that one also help the away team to play in a conducive environment? When it gets there, you have to. I can tell you for a fact that there are a lot of basketball courts in this country that doesn't meet standard measurement. So somebody can pinpoint a court. We get there. We have to do the proper visibility studies to see if it meets the standard.
Right.
I don't think it should be a problem.
Yeah. Since we are talking about the progress and everything, officiating is also something that's very important.
Wow.
Every year, players complain, and for me, I've had I've had a front row seat at a game where the referee wasn't good. I'm not going to lie to you. I watched the referee. I came here and I said it. I don't want to say the referee wasn't good. He had a bad day. He had a terrible day. I don't want to say it wasn't good. Maybe the day that I went there was a day he had a bad day. Even NBA referees have bad days. But many a time we hear players complain. That means that it's not a one-off thing. It's something that happens on a regular. What is the league doing in terms of officiating?
I believe in the last administration, one of the things that I took up was to train referees. Train referees. Now, the referees that we have in our system are, especially the younger ones that we have, because for junior ABO, before it starts, we train younger people. Yeah. I can count about 10 people who came out of officiating from the junior ABO from the get-go. From the get-go, just based on the training that they had. Yeah. Now, the last administration, we had a collaboration with University of Ghana where we train University of Ghana students. Yeah. About 8 of them. And this year, there was I believe you heard about the FIBA refereeing course. Yeah. Yes. I think about 6 or 8 of them were part. And even those who signed up for that course, about 14 made it. I think 14 out of 20. That is a good number. A very good number. Yeah. Now the problem we have right now is the insufficiency of referees. Now the 14, some were also from other regions. Now the referees that we have now also belong to services and other teams. So even some games, they will tell you conflict of interest so they cannot officiate. I don't buy that. I believe that you have to be professional and apply the rule as it is. The challenge we have now is in the beginning of this season, we called up for other people to sign up. Yes, people have signed up. They are yet to go through their training. As we speak right now, I believe Central Region is doing their referees training. What the association needs to continually do is to have a refresher course for all these people. We tried one in the last administration, and it was even between teams and referees. The number was not encouraging. But at the end of, so we asked teams to forward videos of controversy that they felt that the referee didn't do well. And at the end of the day, we all concluded that the referees, yes, they need refresher training. Most of the teams don't understand the rules.
Yeah.
Most of the teams don't understand the rules.
Yeah.
Not to buy slack for the referees, but the onus is on the referee to understand and apply.
Yeah.
And it's something that we are constantly engaging them and working on.
Right.
That we will have refresher training. And I believe before even playoffs, there will be another one.
Yeah.
So is it that there's a lack of interest, or is it that people don't know that perhaps this is a career path that they can?
For me personally, I will say that it doesn't look attractive.
Is it because of the abuse, or like I know lots of players will be shot?
That is also part. And also, we spoke about pathway.
Yeah.
It's just quite recently that we had a blood card referee. Shout outs to Martin.
Yeah.
So we had a black card referee. Now, people will start taking it serious that, okay, this is the pathway.
Right.
And we saw him officiate U18.
Yeah.
He did an excellent job.
Yeah.
In Ivory Coast.
Yeah.
So now we are seeing a bit of attractiveness to the refereeing group.
Yeah.
So people would maybe Sporting will sponsor referees training for the next 2 years, and you pull up a sign sheet, you'll be amazed.
Bring a proposal.
Wow.
I will carry go the top there.
Yeah.
Proposal for Cabri, or we see the problem. We could fix up. Let's say proposal.
Maybe we need to get more bouncers in as referees. And they see the physique, people won't shout.
I'm also looking at the older referees. The older referees. For me, I feel like for some, this is per my observation, some believe they started officiating long ago. So even when they are communicating with players and the coaches and what have you, I don't want to use the word arrogant, but they are not always welcoming to criticism. Or
are you talking about the
referees, the older referees?
Right.
Let's say they make a bad call, and I mean, even the NBA referees, if they make a bad call, they talk to the players. Sometimes they try to explain it briefly. Okay, you did this. But sometimes I don't see that with the older referees. Some of the older referees. There's this particular one that I don't want to mention his name because I was there. I watched it, right? I watched the final. He made a call. No, Martin made a call. And that referee was far away. He was on the other side. But he ran to where Martin was and he told him to reverse the call. And the three referees all came together. And from where I was sitting, I saw the two referees disagreeing with him. But he made sure they reversed the call. And it looked like because he is the older referee, they had to reverse. And honestly, that was a bad call from him. But because he at that time, he was the older referee, the senior referee there per se, he made them reverse the call. So I feel like there's some kind of arrogance with the senior referees. Some of them, I don't want to include all of them, but some of them.
I've heard I've heard these concerns over a while. I've seen a couple of them also. Per my experience, one of the things that I know is the timing and the space in which we are speaking with the referee.
Okay.
My understanding of this is why we are going to technicalities. So my understanding of these technicalities is that, and we speak to some of them.
Yeah.
And they are, although they've been in the system for long, they are still learning. And growing, even though they've been in the system for long.
I mean, the rules change every time.
Yes. So part of the conversations that I've also heard is the time in which teams want to have that conversation.
Okay.
If the ball is live and game is ongoing, they cannot have that conversation with you.
Yeah.
Timeout, end of quarter, Yes. And I even know that even time at end of quarter, some of them don't want to talk to anybody.
The referees,
Yes.
yeah.
Some of them don't want to talk to anybody. And I believe that this is something we are trying to fix and change. Because as a custodian of the rule, and you have a better understanding.
Yeah.
I personally, when I used to sit on the bench, if I come to you and I'm asking you a question, it's not because I am challenging you. I am seeking knowledge.
Yeah.
So I believe it's something that we need to work on and push it to the referees that iron sharpens iron.
Yeah.
So if my knife is blunt and you are the referee, you know better. Sharpen my knife so that I know better and will not come bother you next time.
Yeah.
So I believe it's something we need to work on.
Yeah, definitely something we need to work on. Now let me also speak on behalf of the referees. Let's look at it, the players and the teams, right? Is there any plan to, educate them on when and where to talk to these referees? Because like you said, sometimes the timing is very bad.
So I think per the FIBA rule, if I'm wrong, I should be corrected. The person on the floor that can talk to the referee is the captain.
Yeah.
But anytime everybody wants to talk to them.
Yeah. Let me see players from the bench trying to confront the referee.
Per the FIBA rule, at a point, at any point within the game, there has to be one person standing on the sideline.
Yeah.
And that is the person that can engage the referees.
Yeah.
But you see a lot of people standing, everybody doing what they like.
So is it that they don't know, or they know but they don't care?
So I personally like the way this new executives with the National Federation are approaching everything. And we need to do a lot of educational reforms on, I will not say I know better, because day in, day out, I find something intriguing in the rule book that was like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I think some time back, Spintex Night went to Nigeria, and after the last 2 minutes, any ball that is inbounded, the referee has to tell the
timekeeper.
No, the defender.
The defender, okay.
To create space.
Okay.
And if he in any way or form tries to intercept the ball, it's a technical.
Oh.
This is sports.
Oh, when I heard it, I was so surprised. When I heard it, I was so amazed.
Wow.
Do we apply it here? The day we apply it, some fights will happen.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know the rule that I also found that amazed me, that you can actually jump when you're shooting free throws.
Okay.
You can jump when you're shooting free throws.
As our colonial people will say, oh, you are, here we are.
Well,
when I found it, I was so surprised, because growing up playing basketball, we've been told that you cannot even, the only thing you can do is,
you cannot cross the line.
Yeah, you cannot cross the line. But
if you jump and shoot, and guy.
You look some way.
But maybe perhaps a temporary solution to something like that is, and I know you're not trying to explain the rules to everybody.
Yeah.
But perhaps let's say at the beginning of the season or something like that, an explainer, maybe like a 2-minute explainer, and say, these are some rules to keep in mind.
So let me give you, I think the older people will know of this thing when it was instituted.
Yeah.
They started taking referees to teams practices. And maybe in your team's practice, they said in the past, that's what they used to do. And your last 30 minutes, referee will come to your practice and talk to the teams about this part of the rule, what it means, what the expectation is. At a point, the referee stopped going, because when they come into games, and this opponent knows that this referee went to,
you go take something.
This people's practice ground. This was practice ground, and the game doesn't go in their favor, it becomes a problem.
Yeah.
Solution: we would have to have a stakeholders meeting where it is a referee educating and teaching them. And I'm wondering how we can get all 25 registered in one room, or we have to get their coaches and educate them You get my drift.
But Dr. Fonzie, that's what I'm saying. That like for instance, let me take a page out of the Premier League, right? Before the Premier League started, I think BBC or Talksport, one of them, even the Premier League page itself, posted a video like 3 minutes. Oh, here's the new rules, so that nobody comes and says, from corners, this is what's allowed, this is what's not allowed. From this is what's allowed. So I mean, let's say you have the complaints from the previous season. You've compiled all of the common things that people found problems with. Maybe you can compile that and say, based on last season's disputes and all that, these are the rules. If you do this is the penalty. If you do that, you can't do that. You get what I mean? Just like maybe 2-3 minutes, somebody just explaining and then putting it out there. That way, at any point in time, somebody can refer to it and be like, oh, somebody on the technical team can be like, ref, this rule, you got it wrong. This is it. You get what I mean?
Wait, I don't even want to cut you short. A friend of mine plays basketball outside Ghana, in Europe, right? And before their season started, they sent every player a video. Every player video. So he sent the video to me and he was explaining it to me that this is what they do before every single season. Even though you already know the rules, they send you a video and a PDF containing
so you have to read
the rules. So even if you don't read it and you fall short or you commit, they've already sent you the thing.
Yeah, you can't.
So you cannot say that you didn't know about it.
Right.
You were the one who decided not to read it, not to watch the video.
Yeah.
So I feel like if the league also start doing something like that, where they compile videos or a PDF of the rules or stuff like that. That way, if you commit, if you fall short and you come and complain, you have to even be punished more.
Exactly.
Yes, because you didn't read it.
I agree with you on all that. I remember in China those days when the gather step became part of the rule. They actually did animation about it and were sending it everywhere.
To show.
The league can invest in doing that.
Yeah.
My worry.
It's just
if you don't assimilate it, then it becomes a problem. But we can invest in doing that.
Oh, Dr. Fonzie, you can slide some 10K to Rondo. Rondo will explain. Rondo will do the explainer to the league.
He's doing well.
Rondo will do the explainer to the league. Guys, this is not allowed. He'll do it.
Even with the gather step, the one that Dr. Fonzie is talking about, up till now, people still have issues with it. People still don't understand it. Even sometimes myself, when I'm watching basketball, there are some plays that I feel, this is a travel. But at the end of the day, I have this page that I follow on Instagram, MDW Basketball. He explains every move. NBA players follow him. JJ Redick follows him. Last time JJ Redick shared his video, he explains every move. So whenever I see anything
you don't understand.
There was a time I did a video on the Accra Basketball League, the women's game. I sent the video to the guy, but I wanted him to explain to me and tell me if that was a travel or not. So there are some of these issues. The more you learn, the more you understand them. Now,
I think the clear cut in all this is that some of our people are too NBA focused that they forget about the FIBA rules.
Yeah.
And it brings a lot of confusion. Some things like goaltending, basket interference, and all that.
Yeah.
And the different sides of the world, it is interpreted differently.
Yeah.
So, I believe more education.
More education.
Because high school basketball, they have their own rules. NBA, they have their own rules. The FIBA also have their own rules. Now, let's pivot to health. Because this season, we all saw what happened, the unfortunate incident that happened with Michael Arhen. May so rest in peace. After the incident happened, the league released, I think, is it the Greater Accra Basketball Association or the committee?
The committee.
Yeah, they recommended some 6 things the league should implement. I want to know how far we are with those things with regards to, I think the first one is emergency response protocol and other things too. So I want to know where we are in terms of the recommendations.
Yeah, I think with respect to everything that the committee spelled out, we've been able to cover all. We sent an emergency response protocol to all the teams. Yeah, I've been hearing that a lot of people are saying that, but they said that you should bring an ambulance. These are the 6 things they gave us. Okay. Number 1, mandatory presence of qualified medical personnel at all league fixtures.
Okay.
Together with our colleagues from the Ghana Armed Forces, we have qualified personnel there at every game.
So that's like doctors or?
They are medics.
Okay, medics.
They are medics. Then 2, availability of essential first aid and emergency response equipment at all venues. We have painstakingly bought all those. Although the econometrics in the league is not favoring us, because monies are not being paid. We bought the AEDs. We've bought a gas, oxygen for players, for all the teams and all that. We've been able to put all that package together that we don't want to wait for any occurrences before we go and jump into getting those things out. And establishment and communication of clear emergency response and evacuation procedures we've shared with the teams. I'm sure, Rondo, I shared it with you too.
Yeah.
Then verification and updating of emergency contact information for all registered players. We sent it out for the teams to update, and they've done that.
Sorry, don't mean to cut you, Dr. Fonzie. There's a question that follows up what you just said. This is from Mr. Sapon Daryl 233. He says we should ask about the health concerns and how best do the league, I suppose is saying, know about the players' health. How best do the league know about the players' health? And are the players meant to show up their healthcare status? Is there a way for you to keep up with this information?
Yeah, I think when it also happens, as part of the protocols we sent, we advise teams that they should check on the health status of all their team players. Unfortunately, this happened well advanced in the league. We've had people who have also volunteered to come in, and by commencement of next season, we will be doing screening for everybody
before the season starts.
But you have to pay. Teams will have to invest and pay in that. Dr. Ba, who is the, I think, Ghana Basketball Federation, the past administration, she was their medical personnel, and also part of the Ghana Association of Sports Medical Personnel. Also has opted to help us do all the screening.
Right.
Yes. So teams for now are supposed to ensure that their players are ready and safe to play. From next season, we would have to do that screening before you register your player.
Right.
Okay. So that means that if as a team you don't pay to screen your players, for the doctors to screen your players, you will not be allowed to play in the league.
Unfortunately, because we don't want this unfortunate thing again.
Yeah.
It's very, very unfortunate. He was a very nice guy, smiling. He would always light up the energy in the room, and it's sad that we had to lose him. But to curtail this, I know one group came in and they were willing to actually charge 100 cedis per player
for the screening.
So the basic things, your blood pressure, they probably check your what do you call it, ECG, and all those things. And if you're able to do that, it helps all of us.
Yeah.
So how far are we with that group? The group that came in and were willing to charge.
So they are the ones that are we are pushing them to do the work next season.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's very good. Now the emergency response protocol. You mentioned that it's not about an ambulance. They didn't say you should have an ambulance there. So what are the things that you have there?
Unfortunately, with ambulances in the community in Ghana, if you take one ambulance away and you come and put at a league center, you are disenfranchising the whole community. So what?
Football, when they are playing football, they have They usually have an ambulance there.
Football. How much goes into football? Ambulance per league game is between 800 to like 1,005. And even teams are not paying their league fees. So let's say we can do it. If we have 800 per every league game and we have about 4 teams playing, so that would be 3 matches. That would be 6 teams. Yeah, you share the cost, 150 per, about 150 per team.
So every day, every game day?
Every game day that you come and play, 150 per team. But when we spoke with the head of Army Sports, Brigadier Akoto, he made us understand that we can get contact lines that would send the ambulances in as soon as there's an emergency. So we are in contact with clinics within Bema camp that will bring in the ambulance in case of emergency.
Right.
And you saw it with the army personnel that went off.
Yeah.
Yes, they brought in an ambulance there and then. We also have contacts to Bank Hospital, that is in close proximity, Police Hospital, and 37. Notwithstanding, we were also advised that in the absence of ambulances, we have to dedicate a particular vehicle that we know that is what is picking anybody up in case of emergency. And that is the league director's car. And it is there every day. So, with respect to what the committee mandated, we've met and we are still closely monitoring everything day by day.
Yeah, before Winston comes in, the committee mandated some things that you were supposed to do. But aside what the committee mandated or suggested, did the league office also come up with anything that they felt could help the league get better in terms of player safety and player health?
In terms of player safety and player health, we would have to make sure that players are playing in a very safe environment.
Yeah.
I am personally not happy with how even the back post of the backboard looks like. We will need money to fix all those things. So those are part of the things that we are looking at. We need to fix that.
Yeah, because see the back post of the rim, right?
Yeah.
Most often than not, whenever you go to the league centers, they always have this foam stuff. Yeah. So that if a player goes for a layup and he slips, I've seen a player get hurt because his head came into contact with
the metal.
Yeah. I remember I was in Kumasi. Who was it? I don't know if you know this guy. His name is Alimo.
I know Alimo.
Yeah, Alimo. Alimo got injured crazy. Before Jaswish faced that Barra squad, I don't know if you've seen it. Jaswish has renovated it and, he brought them rims and all that. But before that, the rim, it was only there. The metal thing there. The metal pole there. So the guy's head came into contact with it and my goodness. One of the craziest scenes I've ever seen. Winston, do you have anything to ask?
With respect to the emergency protocols?
Yeah. Okay.
I think Dr. Fonzie has described what has been implemented, and I believe I had one. I just remembered the designated car that you mentioned. I know there's a specific way that professional medics transport a player, or there's a specific way, because if you go to, let's say, driving schools and all that, they even advise you not to even help anybody who has been involved in a car crash or anything, because you can make things worse because you don't have the training. Are these medics, do they also double up as, let's say, EMTs who can properly transport a player if there is to be an emergency?
Yeah, I think from what I've seen and from the best of my knowledge, prior to the unfortunate incident of Michael Ahen, it was the same medics that transported and actually lifted up our player, the army player, into the vehicle.
Yeah.
So they are well trained in transporting and lifting people into a moving vehicle to the hospital.
Right.
So I think on that side we are rest assured.
Yeah. I mean, that's for people who had that question, because somebody asked that question. I'm glad that you asked that question.
Yeah.
Final one before.
Where are all the questions coming?
Yeah.
People are watching you.
Yeah, people are watching you.
Wow.
Final one before we move away from this one. It's a verification and updating of emergency contact information for all registered players. How will you verify this information?
You know, all these players were registered via a Google link.
Yeah.
So we sent the Google link back to the teams for every player to fill and add their emergency contact.
Yeah.
Yes. So that's how we did that.
Okay. Then I think that answers the question. Now I don't know if you can come back again. You can come back again. on what you said.
Okay. So every player was registered via a Google link.
Okay.
So we sent that verification. We sent that link out for players to update. For players to update their emergency contact person.
Yeah. Okay. Then that answers the question. Somebody sent me a picture. I'm supposed to ask the question, but I have to show you the picture before I can ask the question. I don't know if Wadud can project it on the screens. Let me show.
I thought the question was who is in the logo of the Accra Basketball? Who's the logo?
Let me show it to Doc here. He's asking if the league can provide something like this
For soccer?
Yes, for the league.
For the benches. You're talking about
This one,
the basketball
we need
benches.
indoor. This one we need.
Something like this,
Indoor we need. Be indoor we need. It's not this one that we need.
Yeah. Okay. This person is Neo from East Legon.
But if he can sponsor that, we'll be happy to take it.
Neo says, I mean, this one, because last time I was on the court, there was a day. I remember that day. I didn't want to talk about this one, but the lights went off. All the lights went out. I don't know if you remember that day. I think somebody was slapped. I don't know. The lights went out. I think it was 2 seasons ago or last season. I don't remember. Elwak, yeah. The lights went out for a brief period.
Which game?
I don't remember the exact game.
Because the games that we know that lights went out was Night Coastal.
Yeah, I think that was the game. The lights went out. There was some small confusion there, and in a situation like that, right? Let's say if people are throwing stuff, I mean, something like this can protect you. If you're a player, you're sitting on the bench. Something like this can protect you.
There's a funny story of somebody who was told that car go kill you, so you don't go sit car inside. They sleep for a room where the car now come in room. So this one here.
Yeah. We have another message from Serum. Serum says, I understand the league needs money and all, but are we still requiring funds from teams payments to the league before the league can have funds to support the league? What happened to investors? That's what Serum is saying. What happened to investors?
The Brofoni there, Serum, this one there, if you know some investor, bring them, I'll give you 30%. Bring them. Because you see, we have to make our product attractive for people to jump into. An investor will not just come and jump into a product just like that. It has to be attractive.
Yeah.
And that is what we are working towards.
Yeah.
And Serum herself and everybody and what we say on social media and the type of comments that we are putting up makes us look good.
So speaking of the product, I just wanted to ask, every time we're talking about, let's say, the Accra Basketball League, there's a funny question. Spintex Night seem to be on top. When we're talking about the Accra Basketball League, Spintex Night seem to be on top.
For how many years? And then I'm saying,
Sporty FM is only 2 years old. So that when I say, I'm just talking about here on air,
2
right?
years.
And I'm not saying that the other teams are not good enough or whatnot. But has there been maybe consideration for a draft system where some top players that are perhaps coming into the league can go to the bottom table teams, or perhaps mid-table teams, or can there be something like that just to balance the talent or the talent pool?
I'm wondering how they will make it healthy. That's how I'm thinking.
Has there been any idea
possible.
like that?
I think it's possible. Something that I've slept and dreamt about.
So the league is not always one-sided.
Yeah.
Like,
so let's envisage this picture.
Mm-hmm.
We had this conversation about rankings.
Yeah.
So if we're able to rank all our people from junior high into senior high, so then they go into the top prospective schools. You start playing basketball in the top league by age 16 per the FIBA rule.
Yeah.
So let's say our system allows you to do all the national teams, then 18 into university, then we can do the draft system.
Yeah.
Now with that, we have ranked these players from junior high all the way to senior high, then into university. The only caveat here would be that since they are in a university, we have to give the universities the right to refusal.
Yeah.
Okay, you go play for here. Then you come and play university games with us.
Yeah.
So then with that coming out of, just like the system we see around, coming out of high school, then we can have this draft system.
Okay.
So then in this draft system, it means that if it was the fishmongers who were down on the table, then they have the right to the first pick. But here too, we are relegating. It means that if you are coming from Division 2, then you have the right
to the first pick.
To the first pick. But we can only do that too if we monetize this league. What rights do you have to pick somebody number one? What are you giving him? What offer are you giving him that will make his parents so happy that they will tell you that go and join the fishmongers?
Joining the fishmongers as the best player would not even be attractive if you are not giving the person anything, like you said.
We have to get to a point where contracts are being put in front of players. Players are signing. Players are making a living out of basketball. And I like the question Sarah asked and all that. Everybody is quick to point at leadership. But the change starts from us. The change really starts from us.
Yeah.
So I mean, with the way you answer the question, it means that anybody out there who has access to, let's say, sponsorship can openly just bring it.
Yeah, bring it on board.
And there'll be conversations.
Bring it. We are very open. That thing you get. Somebody say it will help you. Why not? Bring it.
Okay.
We have another message from Neo. Neo is actually from North Legon, not East Legon. Said Rondo, listening to the show. This is Neo from North Legon. Kindly ask Doc, can't we copy or adapt the format other African nations have for basketball? Countries like South Africa, Uganda, Morocco, Egypt, etc. So if we can have a local national team with players from the ABBL, so why can't we have our outside players from the national team to play these qualifiers and tournaments we keep missing? I don't get that part. But I think he's asking, why can't we have players?
National team, the federation boss come out there. Accra.
Oh, well, I mean, we also see you at federation.
If you are sharing ideas, if you are sharing ideas, then just like I said here, me and Winston went back on it on Instagram.
Yeah.
My meritocracy, I believe in, is developing what is at home.
Yeah.
Because look at any road to, before we come to national teams, look at any BAL team that has won there. BAL.
Yeah.
Core of the people who helped the foreigners to win were the locals.
Yeah.
And so what if you bring your foreigner, let's say in the BAL, your foreigner is in foul trouble, who play? It's the locals who play.
Yeah.
7 locals, 5 foreigners.
Yeah.
Now, for the national teams, there are 2 sides. We have the local national teams that play in the local competitions.
Yeah.
So you have people who play in the league. There was this time that we went to Nigeria. If I say we, Spintex night, we went to Nigeria and we beat everybody apart from River Hoopers in the finals.
Yeah.
And this group of people were put together to go and represent Nigeria in the local African qualifiers.
Yeah. The same people you beat.
The same people we beat. A lot of the boys were very angry that, Charlie, these people we go beat them.
Yeah.
And they said it's very simple. And they said very simple. Okay, you see the team we have. Those times, add Doji, add Doggy. Who? Add a few of the good players those times.
Yeah.
Who beat everybody.
Yeah.
So it's very doable. But for the top level, that is the national team. Teams like Angola are bringing Dundao and the rest.
Yeah.
Who will they bring?
I mean, we have Amuto.
Oh, yes, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. No doubt, I agree. But you not go to play everything.
I mean, we have a Bonadel here.
I agree.
There.
I agree.
A couple of players.
I agree. You see, my only concern is that the product we have here needs a lot of exposure.
Yeah.
Speaking of exposure, I know we've gone way past that point. There was a question. The high schools tournament that you're working on for the national tournament, right? What's the accurate word? Is the ABL
Junior ABL? Yeah.
That's for the high schools.
That's for it's basic school.
Basic school. Okay.
Junior ABL.
But he's working on a high school tournament for players in Greater Accra.
Greater
Accra.
Yes.
So I mean, I think earlier we spoke about training, for coaches and all that. A suggestion, I don't know if it's feasible. I think that's, again, I'm seeking education here. Is it possible for ABL teams to have, let's say, one spot for coaches who coach some of these teams, these schools, to just tag along to their coaching staff, learn on the job? They don't contribute anything. They just there to learn, to be trained with the teams and all that, so that when they go, they take that wealth of experience to go and coach the high schools, to go and coach the junior high schools and all that. I think that is also another way of training some of these coaches without, going through because if somebody's with, let's say, Spintex Night the whole season, you can't tell me he hasn't been trained enough for him to be able to be trusted to coach.
If you go learn, I think it's a wonderful idea. It's something that GS is also part of Greater Accra.
Yeah.
GS Greater Accra and everything that they do is also part of Greater Accra Basketball League. So I think it's a great idea that we can look into to attach some of the high school coaches with some of these teams so that they can learn. I think it's a great idea.
Yeah. So I'm just reminding me of the game. So it's a D2 game at Prisons. I think that was a long time ago. D2 game, To Do Magic versus Army. I think I remember that one.
Oh, that one ended up in a fight.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. I knew one of the guys. I was like, oh, this guy.
Right.
That was my guy. One of my guys. He was a very. I don't know whether he's still a very quiet person, but at that time,
I knew
him as a quiet person. So when I heard that he was involved, I was.
Who the macho man?
I don't want to mention his name.
He's the macho man. Don't mention his name. Don't mention his name.
But it's been a minute. I think we are getting to the end of the show, but we'll not end. Charlie, what do we for D? The conversation can make interesting. We for D. I want us to go back to the high school basketball thing that Winston was talking about. I think we need to actually capture you just announcing it so that we share it proper.
Oh, I believe that one of the things that and the people behind it solidly. Let me not come and sit here and act like I've done it everything. Coach Eric from Legon.
Okay.
Yeah, it's one of the people who have been pushing this agenda. Mr. Alex Kukula too has been very strong with it. Nana Efriye for Flo. Has been very, very supportive with that. And we are just hoping that when our sponsors are ready to push it Oh, we go come announce some big one.
So it means the probability of it happening, no, it be very, very high.
Oh, I believe so. I'm a very positive and optimistic person that I think it can work. And Winston, you know our junior ABL team.
Yeah.
At the end of every season, we put together a top 15.
Yeah.
And they go and play in a tournament in Togo.
Wow.
Oh yeah. This year I think they were third or so.
Yeah.
The year before they were also third. And it is as part of cultural exchange. You are giving them an environment to, and this is both male and female.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is both male and female. So I believe that when we touch on this junior high school, it will change how our national teams will look like.
Yeah. I want to ask, how long is the tenure of your tenure?
Oh, 4 years.
4 years.
Like every office.
Yeah. So
maybe if Mahama take go 5 there, they will do everything 5.
So what is the one thing that you are looking forward to achieving the most by the end of your reign as the chairman? I'll not say the end, but by the end of the first half of your reign, because you could be re-elected, right?
Yeah.
So
I think conversations are up, but I know by the grace of God that for a fact that by the end of this tenure, you should have heard about an arena coming up, or it would have already started. I know for a fact. Yes, because
is this like an NBA style arena or?
NBA style arena, we are looking at 30 plus. We don't need NBA style. We need like 5K arena.
Okay.
Even 2,000.
But it's like an
3,000.
Indoor facility.
Indoor facility.
Okay.
that means the plans are in motion.
Conversations are up.
Okay.
Conversations are up because conversations are up.
Yeah.
People are. I think Ghana has good grace.
Yeah.
People are looking at the continent, and they are looking at Ghana as the place where they feel if they put in
something.
I beg. We did talk. And it was this thing you are seeing was from one of your posts.
Yeah.
From one of your posts on Sporty, and I believe it's not far-fetched.
Yeah.
Because the importance of an arena goes beyond basketball.
Yes.
I'll give you a perfect example. When they were hosting this 3i conference,
Yeah.
they couldn't do it in conference center. They are renovating it. They had to go to Maker's house. So imagine you have an arena in University of Ghana.
Yeah.
That is about 10-15 minutes drive away from the airport. Yeah. If you have somebody just coming in to come and watch a game and fly out.
Yeah.
And arenas in Kigali are booked 365 days in a year.
Yeah.
For all events. So now, what do they call it? Was it Shatterfest or the one that flopped in the UK?
Shatawali's Festival. I don't know the name. Winston, do you have any final question before?
For me, at the moment, I don't have any final question. I wouldn't say I do. I thought I did. I'm trying to remember what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. The final question I had was this. With the power of social media, there are. I think
really like social media.
No, I mean it's a tool. It's a tool that we can use. With the power of social media, there are some, like for instance, what Rondo's doing on basketball on TikTok. I'm sure there are some. I've seen a few ladies as well, in isolated, situations, try and shine a light on, let's say, Accra basketball or just Ghana basketball in general. Does the league have any plan to support them in any type of way that empowers them to be able to, let's say, keep shining the light on Ghana basketball, and also by way of the personal growth? You understand that when their numbers grow, the league grows. The exposure of the league grows, or something like that. I know the league has its own social media, its own projection, but I believe the outside media, and I'm not talking about traditional media, I'm talking about the social media that connect directly. I think GH Hoops, shout out to GH Hoops. Is it GH Hoops?
Yeah, GH Hoops
reports. Yeah, I think they do
who's behind that?
They do an excellent job.
That's a good question.
They do an excellent job.
We're all looking for the person.
He's doing an excellent job.
They're doing an excellent job. I mean, being a federation, I think perhaps maybe they haven't asked for it, or they're not looking for anything like that. But I'm sure they will appreciate something like that. Like, we've seen that you're doing a good job. Here's like something to help your growth and all that. It will also incline them to also maybe post more on Ghana basketball and all. I'm just trying to in general just ask, is there a plan to engage them?
I'm thinking along you. So, in trying to also sit in your mind and let's talk about this together. It would be very nice for us to bring all of them together.
Yeah.
And even get
a database or something.
First database. Get somebody to actually walk them through storytelling. How to tell a story. Because when we saw this post of Joel Patrick going to Montverde, the first thing I told the Sankofa Hoops guy, the first thing I told him was that, hey, Charlie,
should have been across all Ghana.
Yeah, Coastal should leverage on this power and tell the story from where he started from.
Documentaries,
When he does that, it will rub off everybody because, yes, it's Coastal, but Ghana basketball.
Yeah.
It will rub off everybody. So if Rondo can consolidate all of them, we can get somebody who will come in maybe 3 days, 1 week, go sit some funyanya inside, drink coffee and fried rice. Then they teach them storytelling. How does it help the ABL? Now they will all approach the ABL and events that happens in the ABL in a different angle. The way Rondo will tell a story will be different from the way GH Hoops will tell a story. Then we can say, okay, today Seps is traveling. Seps, we beg you, your budget inside. Go with one of them. And it starts from there. Then it will graduate to national teams. So I believe that we are not telling our story well. I believe that we are not telling our story well. And even this one shouldn't even go for them alone. We should be able to do it for the teams also. Media, teams.
I think that's the way to go.
That was my final question.
That's the way to go. It's been an amazing show, man. I wish this could go on and on and on and on and on. I like it so much whenever
Dr. Fonzie, he has to keep coming. That's the thing. He has to keep coming.
Your show will be the problem I get with your show. The NBA playing too much. And I understand you people. We don't give you content. We'll start giving you content.
Give us content.
When we start giving you content, we go come.
Exactly.
The person me I need them for this studio be Cheba for. Cheba for me, Cheba for me and Cheba for.
We like talking about the league. Last Saturday we talked about just the ABL. The whole entire show. Because once we have the statistics and all that,
people they sit here.
We start going into.
They not be ABL people. I don't see them for there before.
I've had conversations with people, ABL people, and we talked about them coming here on a particular day, but I've not heard anything from them again. So, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, you are the chairman of the league.
People know one day, one of this show, no, I will come and tell you, say, you get out. You know the ABL person. I just say, let's give the capacity.
But for them with the NBA, they are very great. I mean, they are very great with the NBA. When it gets to ABL, we'll also get ABL people here.
I need them talking more about Nadel.
Don't worry, we'll bring Cheba for you. Come and do it for us.
Cheba for they come here.
Cheba for
they come here. So the next time they come here, we'll go hit you up there.
Cheba for.
Okay, man. This is where we draw the curtain on the show. It's an amazing show, man. I love you so much when Dr. Fonzie comes here and also Winston is here myself. Big shout out to my man Wadud for putting us on social media. Yeah, if you want excerpts of the show, you will see it on our social media, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Catch you same time tonight with my man Winston Michaels. You know, the NFL is back. Yeah, the NFL is back. The Cleveland Browns, they played a game yesterday. Shedeur Sanders did his thing.
Terrible team.
The Sean Watson was awful. Yeah, I don't want to go in further. I'll leave it to my guy Winston and Ralph tonight when they come on Ball Up Top. This is where we end the show. Catch you tonight. We are out.